What's good, fam? This Queen Common Sense coming back to you from the Chi-Town, holding it down. Touchdown, goddamn. I've been real busy up and through here, going to and from, hither and yon, but I'm back, goddamn it. I just came in real quick to touch down a few little thoughts that I've been thinking about, and I've been chatting with a few of my YouTube colleagues, as we say, in the old YouTube world, and somebody asked me, made a special request to express this a certain way. As we was discussing, the ongoing attack and war on the black populace, and specifically the black woman, or so-called black woman / populace of black women. I like to call them sun children, sun goddesses, sun sisters. But for all intent of purposes, I just wanted to throw this out there for some of these, narrow-minded motherfuckers who seem to think just on one plane, and they are history revisionists, or they have amnesia of the brain, and some people just don't pick up and study on their own outside of what traditional westernized education gives us, which is not many options to choose from. I talk to many women, daily, and, in a couple of my side businesses, I deal with coaching, teaching, as well as learning, about the female psyche and so forth, and spirituality. And a lot of y'all already know I'm into that kind of stuff. I've been doing that for years, off and on, and I just recently started blossoming out into the public with it more. However, I was talking to the big homie, one of my favorite YouTubers, and he made a royal request for me to talk on this subject on this here video on the dial, make it official. And I noticed the gender war, and on either side is incorrect to me. That's just from my eye view. When the sisters was coming up, supposed to be strong sisters, men, black men ain't shit and all that, it had a half truth to it, but at the same time, it was counterproductive to the upliftment and evolution as the so-called black collective. And I didn't feel the need to participate in that bandwagon myself back then, because I myself was, and I still am, an up-and-coming, so-called black woman in Western society myself. And everybody slip and fall, make mistakes. Some people don't never get up. Some people do. Some people late bloomers. Some people get it early, get on, and get in where they fit in right on time, whatever that is. We all learn at our own pace, own way, own shape, form, fashion. But this is what a lot of these bandwagon riding, black woman hating motherfuckers you refuse to acknowledge, whence they begin to spake on shit about how a woman should do, be, say, act, wear, go, come, sit, stay. See that when they get on that tip, it's linear, non-evolutionary thought process. See, women, we as so-called black women, whether we're indigenous to another continent or not, pre-colonization, we have always been under a barrage of attacks from many different angles. And what these new age so-called black women haters and attackers and stalkers and creepy motherfuckers fail to understand about the black woman is that every minute of every fucking day out in the public eye, we are under scrutiny. It starts off with the outward, okay? We'll start there with the physical, superficial shit, you know. From just my own personal experiences and in sharing with other women of my likeness, which means other black women, I have noticed a parallel and a thread of commonality among those of us who try to reach and improve ourselves each step we take in this journey we call life. Now, physically, you know, I've always been a sort of a health nut, a sports type, you know, sporty type of woman, chick, whatever, tomboyish, whatever. And I like sports, I like activity, I like exercise, I like physicalness, keeping shape, keeping up, you know, keeping my body in order. Trying to stay healthy and live a long life so that I can, you know, watch my cubs off into their own life, so forth, and watch my grand legacies grow up and lean on me for that support and so forth and so on. You already know. We are always under a barrage of attacks. If you keep yourself together, look at that black bitch there. She thinks she all that. You got to know she just fucking everybody up and down the block. She just switching her ass all around, jogging like a white motherfucker. Thinks she white because she exercised, take care of herself, so she thinks she better than everybody else. Then it's those of us who are not as health conscious or might not be as educated on health, who might be overweight or struggling with certain issues of health and it affects our weight. And then the one that don't exercise or can't, is not able to or does not understand how, needs to be taught how, who was never taught how to take care of their body outside, health-wise, or whatever. Look at that fat bitch, she out of shape, fat black bitch, lazy bitch, she don't want to get up and do nothing to take care of herself. Okay? So then they start to attack you based on, you know, your knowledge. If you haven't made it to college or you undereducated according to what westernized society's standard is, you dumb bitch, you undereducated, you minimum wage, broke bitch, welfare hoe. Then you pull yourself up and you try to motivate and better yourself and educate yourself and meet a different standard. Then you smart bitch, you think you know every fucking thing, you didn't reach back in the hood, you just got your little degree and you move the fuck on, you think you know everything, you smart black bitch. Look at the black bitch trying to fit in with the white folks and get whitey's approval. Then, you know, somebody trip and stumble, they might have to stop taking their classes or move to a different type of way of survival and making ends meet. You know, then it's a dumb bitch, lazy bitch, you don't want to get up and learn nothing, you need to finish your education, you're a dropout bitch, you stupid dumb black bitch. I mean, y'all following me on there? Does that make sense? I mean, just think about it from that angle for a moment. You know, I know some of y'all motherfuckers gonna just have something to say outside of what the fuck I'm saying anyway, because you just can't help being stupid, because there's lots of cognitive dissonance out there, dysfunctional, sideways thinking, motherfucker. But, you know, for those of us who took the red pill and not the blue, let's think on that for a moment. It's equal and parallel to the same battle that our brothers go through day to day with barrages of attacks, you know, from the outside realm of society. Wherefore, too, they have to come home to the same barrage of attacks from their counterpart. Vice versa with the black woman. So if you really, truly are looking at it critically and independently of the mainstream bandwagon bullshit propaganda and hype, you can see that our struggles are not gender specific when it comes to what we must face and the uphill slippery slope that we have to climb as the so-called black community. Brothers and sisters alike have a struggle every fucking day. Because this system was not set up for us to succeed, period, any motherfucking way. When they took us away from our natural lineage and heritage and our natural connection to our knowledge base of teaching. That's when they fucked us up. That's how they knew where to get us, how to hit us low. Low and quick. Get them right where it hurt, at the root. Anybody there? Hello. You know, I just wanted to put that out there. You know, brothers go through it too. Look at him. He raggedy. He ain't got no job. His shoes are fucked up. He ain't wearing the latest Jordans or whatever the fuck the shoe is. Look at him. He live with his mama. He the dumb, slow nigga, stupid ass nigga, wanna be pimp ass motherfucker. Then he tried to pull himself up, and he got another crab pinching on his ass soon as he hit the college classroom or try to get up and learn something. Oh, nigga, you think you better than us. You trying to assimilate book dance for the white folk or whatever. We both go through it. We both endure this shit. And it's generational. It ain't stopped. It ain't stopped since colonization started. You know, and it's no longer physical oppression. Hello, it's mental, emotional, and spiritual oppression. And then you see people who trying to get back to their originality, original state of spiritual connection to the universe and to the earth. And they get critics. Look at this black bitch. She a fake ass this, that, hotep bitch. You try to go get some type of spiritual connection of the Christian realm. Oh, this bitch is a stupid Christian following bitch. She getting pimped and holed out by the preacher. Now, there's some truth to what I say on both sides of the coin. But some truth ain't the truth. You're not looking at the complete fucking picture when you're telling half-truths and making half-ass criticisms of one another. That's just all it is to it. Either you don't put all the cards on the table or don't put none up there. You can't play your best suit first. And then you don't have nothing but low suit, number cards left. You can't run a Boston like that. You know, if the black man and so-called black woman always got the poker face on with each other, trying to figure out what's what, who, and where, and what, how to find a weak spot, and how to criticize, to equalize one to the other, as we are now, we ain't gonna get no further past the fuck where we are. And have been for centuries. This shit ain't new. You know, I seen one after the other black woman hater come and go. And not just on social media, out in the real world too. It's hype and it's propaganda to keep us oppressed. And now we have put them on autopilot and we doing the goddamn job for them. We driving they bus for them on their route, what they want us to do in place of them, because now they have grown so dependent on us, not just to build this society, but also to tear our own down in favor of them. So, if we gonna keep making barrages of attacks on each other as the black community, or so-called black community, I don't see no communion with none of us, motherfucker, but a handful. Especially on this here venue, YouTube. You know, and you expect one side or the other just to sit down with a dunce cap on and you barrage the black woman with all this bullshit, whether she fit the mold or not. You can't expect nobody with a decent working logical mind to be okay with that shit, whether they fit the description or not, because it's a partial fucking truth. It's a half truth. And if it ain't all true, half of it is, half of it ain't. That mean it ain't goddamn true. Light and dark cannot occupy the same space at the same motherfucking time. And I keep telling y'all dumb motherfuckers that who jumps on bandwagons here and there and everywhere and can't think, speak, or talk for yourself. You got to chime the fuck in. You can't come up with your own original thought process. But y'all think about that. You know, I've been trying to keep my little self together over here. Because I got about 4, 5, 16 irons in the motherfucking fire. And I'm trying to come up and reach back with that same Kofa. And I'm trying to reach up for somebody reaching back for me. Keep that chain going. Instead of pulling somebody back down in the motherfucking barrel, I'm trying to climb the fuck up so I can reach down and pull somebody else up with me and learn as I'm pulling. Do that make goddamn sense? That's a community. You know, and before a motherfucker get to the top rung first, everybody got every other better solution or suggestion for them to do it different, and that's how you would do it, not how I would do it. How do you know my way ain't gonna work before I get it done good? Here you come, try to snatch it down. And that go for both gender. It's not gender motherfucking specific, okay? Because when the black man bashing era was going on, brothers didn't just lay down. They did. You saw more and more brothers trying to step up that game to satisfy their goddamn counterpart. And that shit wasn't good enough for the collective. What the media let us see wasn't good enough for us, black women. And why are we letting these, so-called non-black folks speak for us and count for us and put statistics up for us? Why? See, if you was thinking truly, trying to make a betterment of the situation and grow a community, grassroots style, instead of this so-called tough love, you would come out with pointing out the issue, as well as having about 3, 4, 5 solutions that simple, effective, and executable. See, you got to start from the ground up when you building a nation. You know, all of this self-righteous superiority, classism, sexism, feminism, Nazism, all this bullshit amongst us, creating more subgroups to the subgroup of what the fuck we really supposed to be goddamn focused on. So when you holler out these euphemisms and shit that's been flying all around the universe, before you think, and it just sounds good because you can identify that it's a personal, relatable topic because you have had that experience. We all have had that goddamn experience. That ain't shit new. The problems in the so-called black community ain't fucking new. Okay? And sad to say, our elders did not teach us accordingly. That's where the root of the motherfucking weed is, right there. They did not teach us because after the so-called civil rights movement, which was a trick, after integration, which was a motherfucking trick, wake up, blue pill, put the blue pill down, red pill. After that, our generational elders of the 70s children, our parents was too busy happy celebrating that we was accepted. Oh, there you go. We get to sit at the lunch counter now. We get to sock hop with them. We get to roller skate and do all the disco dancing with everybody else on the upper echelon of society. Does that make sense? So they didn't teach us the struggle, what they had to go through. Some of them did. I'm just saying, overall, there's a mass number of us who do not understand and understand what our foremothers, our great grandparents had to goddamn go through. Didn't understand what our grandparents had to go through. All we saw was what our parents provided for us to see, which a lot of it is a goddamn lie because they made it up as they raised us up. And they really didn't raise us, they just showed us some shit which conflicted with what the fuck they said. Children becoming what their environment is, what they see. not what you teach and tell them out your mouth. Your actions must match your words. That go for children or adults likewise who is leading anybody into anything. And we as parents are our child's leader into reality. We are preparers of our cubs for the next phase of life. Not a fucking fairy tale. So we need to think about that and catch the down root of the tree, the weed, excuse me, instead of trying to pull at the toppest branch. Yeah, I said toppest. Toppest, that's another word for the dictionary, the toppest, the one all the way at the top, and pull the tree down from the top. That's not gonna work. The weed, the tree, the weed grew into a fucking big ugly ass tree. And we trying to take the tree down from the littlest, smallest, weakest branches. But the root is all dug down up underneath the foundation of the tribe, uprooting and putting cracks and chinks down in the motherfucking foundation. Hello? It's rotten branches hanging all down, the biggest branches, from the base, the trunk, to the underground. How the fuck you think the tree grew without it being planted there by some fucked up damn seed of a weed that bears no fucking fruit? So, let's think about it on that little tip right there, family. For those of us who took the red pill and not the motherfucking blue. And really start to think past this bullshit and dysfunction and all this mantras and new phrases and propaganda and rhetoric and shit that's just further polluting the atmosphere of healing. You know. And a lot of y'all motherfuckers get it twisted just because I am in the practice of spirituality and trying to fucking heal some motherfucker who really want it. You think I won't lash back and snap back and fucking bite your ass like a fucking cottonmouth rattler when you come at me. You poke me while I'm sleeping and working, I'ma fuck you up. See, because I don't fuck with nobody unless they fucks with me or mine first. And when I see some shit that's out of order and need a little balance in there, I'ma step the fuck in. Now, you can call it teaming up. You can call it ganging up. You can call it clicking up. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I'm loyal to those who are loyal to me. And I love on those who are love on me and didn't forget the fuck where they came from when I needed something. And I do the same. So, all that other bullshit about this against that and that against this fucking childish ass bullshit. It's called loyalty and togetherness. And you don't have to fucking have 99 million different venues of communication to feel the spirit of another warrior in the likeness of your goddamn self. If you stand on a principle, then there's a thread of communication that's unspoken for y'all ignorant, low frequency, yak mouth motherfuckers out there. And see, this is why another reason why I kind of pump the brakes on making motherfucker videos. Cause every time I lay it down real for some of these motherfuckers, they got all kind of other side issues and tangents to run off on the side. Cognitive dissonance. And don't hear they hear the message, but they listen to be a holler back motherfucker. They don't want to listen to learn nothing unless it sound good and pretty. Then they want to say, oh yes, because that agree. And then they can agree and touch on the bullshit. But then when it comes to something that's truly going to feed their rotten ass soul and help them manifest and bloom into something a little bit greater than what the fuck they are now. Ah, fuck you. You think you know everything, you black bitch. You think you so smart. Huh? Pass the fucking plate, because church is in session. So, I can heal you. And I can help you heal. But you better believe if you come for me, I will fuck you up. So, that's what it is. So, I just, holler back at me, fam, for those of y'all that's feeling my flow. For those of y'all that get my vibration and understand and embrace me for who the fuck and what the fuck I do. Because this ain't about me. I'm just a vessel and a messenger. And a lot of the shit that I do and I have to say and deliver, it ain't of my own volition. No matter what fucking genre you practice, whether it's Christianity, Buddhism, shamanism, Catholicism, whatever the fuck. It's a message. It's a messenger for every fucking group of people. So, it is right here, and I'm here to drop this goddamn message off, whether you like it or motherfucker not, because that's what love is. A motherfucker that can tell you the truth about yourself and embrace the truth about themselves in order to heal themselves to fucking help you heal. Whether you ask for it or not, that's unbeknownst and irrelevant. So I'm doing what the Creator has directed me to motherfucking do. Whether these motherfuckers like it or not, I don't have to explain my personal self to any of y'all motherfuckers. But I lay down a backstory and a foreground so you can understand the body of what the fuck I stand for, what the fuck I do, and what the fuck I take pride in, and what the fuck I will do until the day my bones go to dust. So, anybody with a problem with that really don't give a fuck, because it ain't all about you. So y'all just put it on down there in the comment section and see what you think. Let me see what you think. Holler back, and tell me if I'm walking on a good step here, if my cadence is cool, if you feeling it, what you think. Add to it. Bring up some discussions instead of arguments. Bring up some addition instead of fucking goddamn criticism. Bring up some topics that we can mix and chop up and truly make some fertilizer. Instead of all this other round and round bullshit, the fucking immature, lacking of the mentality of originality shit. See, that's what I need to something to sink my damn teeth into. Other than fucking motherfuckers' goddamn ignorance. I'm tired of battling ignorance and stupidity and childish banter. But that's part of the fucking journey. That's part of the war. That's part of the battle. Is battling through and killing ignorance. And some of y'all motherfuckers ought to be ashamed of yourself, because with all this technology we have and the access to information and educating oneself outside of the traditional fucking classroom, y'all still some low frequency, dumb, unread motherfuckers. You don't gotta read the books that was given to us. You can research and go past that. If you truly want to know and you truly want to make a difference and you truly want to know different, it's a way to fucking figure it out. And if you want an enlightener, it's many of us out here. Many of us. Right under your goddamn nose, you got a gift, a gem, and a jewel. And so a lot of these people got lots of richness going on. Dropping dimes, pearls, copper, and silver on your ass. And you so busy trying to find something wrong with them. Look at that black bitch. She up there with that shit on. She thinks she this and she thinks she that. You done missed the whole motherfucking video. All the information packed inside there. Because you looking at her motherfucking hair. Or her eyelashes. Or her fucking toe. Or whatever the fuck that don't sit right with you. The little dust bunny in the corner of the window. Or some shit. So. I done took off to 30 minutes and shit. So y'all just hit me up. I'm not finna drag you down no more. I done talked at you enough. So that's the Queen Common Sense coming to you from the Chi-Town, holding it down. Tough love. One nation, one unity. Ma'at Hotep. Y'all hit me on the down. Let me know what you thought.